Welcome to Puck Luck 716. Before we get started, I'd like to give a shout out to the Hockey God and Great Dave for Hockey Cards. Both guys, great videos, always seem to pull some amazing fire. Check them out, you won't be disappointed. And tonight we are going to break a retail box of 2008-2009 artifacts. I saw one card in particular that I wanted, and I thought, what the heck, let's just get it. I haven't done this in a while, so let's just get right to it. I've hesitated on getting the newer artifacts because, I just don't like those Aurum cards. Now, is it a really good reason? Probably not, but it's the only reason I've got. Let's see how we open this. Oh, here we go. We've got 24 packs, 5 cards per pack. The packaging looks beautiful. I really like that. And it's always fulfilling when you pull out just a ton of packs. 24. So I don't know what to expect. I would imagine that we'll get some sort of a jersey card. I don't know about any kind of rookie cards. We're looking at Stamkos, Carlson, Bogosian, whom apparently wants out of Buffalo. So let's get right into it. Pack number 1 of artifacts. Now I will say, I really have liked the way these things look. I think all Artifacts products look good. I think these in particular look really, really sharp. So our first one, Zach Parise. That just looks really cool, not gonna lie. Our next one, Ilya Kovalchuk. The long-awaited return for Ilya to come back, and it just isn't working out. Patrick Sharp. These are really beautiful cards. Even the back. Love them. Mike Modano. With his flying Dallas jersey. And Peter Stastny with your Nordiques. All right, pack 2. If the truth be known, I'm hoping for a jersey card, and I'm hoping that it is Gilbert Perreault, the card that I saw. Is it going to be? Probably not. But we did get something. Let's check it out. There we go. Patrick Sharp. Marian Hossa. And our first treasured swatches of Justin Williams. That's a sweet looking card. That's really pretty. With your Hurricanes, we'll put that in the hit list. Sam Gagner and Mr. Hockey himself, Gordie Howe. They don't even have his name on the front of the card. It's just Mr. Hockey, because everybody knows that's a great card. We might have to put that up on some sort of display. Next pack. I think Upper Deck has just kind of lost whatever identity they wanted Artifacts to have. It's not a low-end card. Has the potential to be a high-end card. They put a lot of detail into these, and they're extraordinary looking cards. Marian Hossa. Phil the Thrill. J.P. Dumont. He was a Sabre for quite some time. Mika Kiprasov. That was a stud goalie in his time. Speaking of, Mario Lemieux. That's so cool when you get Mr. Hockey and Mario Lemieux, and I'm still holding out hope against hope for Gilbert Perreault. All right, Patrick Waugh. Joe Sakic. Alexander Ovechkin. And you guys are not even going to believe this. There's my Gilbert Perreault card. Now, he has one that is a treasured swatches. But this is the card I was looking for. What are the chances? Check that out. I bought an autographed print from Sebastien Chaboute and of Gilbert Perreault, and it's just incredible. If you get a chance to check his workout, please do. He's on Twitter. Amazing, absolutely amazing artist, and really one of the nicest guys I've ever, interacted with. That's going to go in my hit pile because that is Sabres. And we've got who? Brad Boys. Brad Boys. What you going to do with the Blues? He was a Sabre once. He was really good at scoring goals in key times, and then the rest of the time it was just you never even saw him on the ice. I can't believe I got that Gilbert Perreault. How cool is that? All right. Dion Phaneuf. Didn't like him in Calgary. Didn't like him in Toronto. Henrik Zetterberg. Patrick Kane. Anze Kopitar. And Jason Arnott. It's really kind of cool to go through this. 8-9 was a good year. That whole era. Just, there's not a whole lot of scrubs. There's a lot of big names that or names that are familiar anyway, if you've been a fan of the game at all, for any length of time at all. Jason Spezza. This one seems to be a little stuck together. Rick DiPietro. That poor dude just could not live up. I don't know that there's any goalie that could have lived up. I don't know that there's any player that could have lived up to that ridiculous contract that he signed. Brad Richards. Paul Correa. And Rick Nash. I really like these cards. I'll have to see if I can hunt down a hobby box of this year, simply because I think that would be even more fun. But I don't like the Orem thing. I don't necessarily like the redemption thing. In some products it's okay, but I think that there needs to be concerted effort on Upper Deck's part to, find an identity for this product, because some years it's really good, some years it's just so-so. This year they're beautiful. Scott Niedermayer with your Ducks. Alex Kovalev with your Habitants. Peter Muller. And Yevgeny Nabokov. That was another goalie that just, he stole so many games for the Sharks in the early days. Or in the early days of his tenure with them, I should say. Let's see what we got. So far this has been a pretty fun box. Andrew Cogliano. Captain Serious, Jonathan Toews. His rookie year was 2007. Nathan Horton. Nathan Horton never lived up to the hype. And a Peter Forsberg with your Avalanche. Another Jumbo Joe Thornton with your Sharks. You know, and there's something really fulfilling about ripping 24 packs. You know, 8 goes by too fast. Even those Upper Deck 10s where, you know, now you get 9 packs. But 24 packs just is that sweet spot where just enough cards to get that ripping thing out of you. And especially with these, I'm really enjoying the looks of these cards. Martin St. Louis. Brendan Shanahan. The Dominator himself. Went to Detroit. Won himself a couple Stanley Cups. One of the greatest, if not the greatest goalies ever. Mike Camilleri. And Manny Legacy. Alright, almost done with the first half of the box. Let's hope we hit something good. Nikolai Zherdev. Larry Robinson with your Canadians. Marian Gabbert. Nicholas Backstrom. And this is just really, really cool. Legends. Johnny Bauer, Maple Leafs. What a fantastic card that is. Not numbered, no jersey, no stick piece, just an absolutely beautiful card. Check that out. Love that. I'll put that in the hit pile. Or my favorite pile, let's say. I don't necessarily think we're going to get too many hits out of this one. Mike Bossy. He could score anytime he wanted to. Vinny Lecavalier. Thomas Vilcoon. Danielle Sedin. It would have been awesome if they had Henrik right after that, but we have Paul Stastny. Last pack of the first side. I really like those Legends packs, or the Legend cards. Evgeny Malkin. Patrick Marleau. Jerome McGinley. Alex Tanguay. And Matt Sundin. With the Maple Leafs. Alright, second side, halfway through. Loving every second of ripping these things. I knew we wouldn't get a lot of hits, but I absolutely love the looks of these cards. Alex Kovalev. Peter Muller. Andrew Cogliano. Seems like we had that pack before. Drew Stafford with your Sabres. With the most horrible experimental jersey ever, the Buffaslug. Awful. And Artifacts, Andrew Cogliano Stars. This one is numbered 16 to 999. That's just pretty too. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, if you guys get a chance, go check out the Hockey God and A Great Day for Hockey Cards. They both, the videos are always really good. They've got a lot of variety. They always manage to pull some really cool stuff. I've enjoyed talking back and forth with them. All right, Jonathan Toews, Part 2. Nathan Horton. Got another. We got a few doubles in here. Martin St. Louis. And Shane Doan. And Cam Ward. Okay, I would like one more of those treasured swatches. And rumor has it that there's some autographs lingering around in the retail boxes. Brendan Shanahan, Dominic Hasek. Although I am noticing there's a ton of doubles in here. Nikolai Zherdev with your Blue Jackets. I think that's a great uniform. I think that's just a great hockey town. Pavel Datsyuk and Tim Thomas. Really kind of disturbing to hear all he's been through after he got out of the NHL. Really struggled for quite some time and is still struggling. But he had a lot of head injuries. He played a different kind of game. Oh, alrighty then. Another Larry Robinson. Another Marion Gabbert. Another Mike Bossy. Dustin Penner. With the pancake controversy. And Daniel Briere after he broke every Buffalo Sabres fan's heart and went to the Flyers. That was all Buffalo management fault. You signed two guys. You signed Briere, you signed Drury, and the team doesn't fold like it did. But that's me looking from the cheap seats. Okay, Vinny Lecavalier. Thomas Vokoun. Getting tons of doubles now. Evgeny Malkin. Card's still looking good. Daniel Alfredson. And Billy Guerin. Everybody wanted a Billy Guerin on their team. Added so much value. So many intangibles he brought to the game. He brought that toughness. He brought the grit. But he could also score. He could change the direction of a game in just a heartbeat. All right, here we go. Patty Marleau. Jerome McGinley. Zach Parise. Oh, there's a changeup. Sidney Crosby. In year 3. And Carey Price. And with 1 year. He played 41 games his first year, won 24 of them. 3 shutouts, a 2.56 goals against average with a save percentage of .920. That's really amazing. Okay, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs left to go. Ryan Smith. It's just always weird to see him in any other uniform than an Oilers uniform. Jean-Sebastien Giguère. There's peak Ryan Miller right there. Boy, there weren't too many better at that time frame. Thomas Vanek. I don't know whether he was an underrated player because that dude could score at will. 81 in 25 games. Let's see, he had 25 goals, 43 goals, 36 goals. You know, he scored a lot. But he was a defensive liability. Except for 06 and 07 when they really should have won the cup. And Roberto Luongo. Bobby Lou. I'd definitely do this again. I think that I would go more towards the hobby box side. Kerry Lettinen. Back with that crazy Thrashers jersey. Simon Gagne. Jonathan Chichu. That's another one. Boy, he had a skill set. A combination of skill sets. Fiery, he could skate fast. He hit hard. He was tough as nails. I think he just got burned out. And Teemu Selanne, look at that. 4 more packs. Eric Stahl. Marcus Naslund. Marty Turco. One of the most entertaining goalies in the league, that's for sure. Mark Messier. And Ryan Getzlaf. All right. 3 more packs. Bump that a little bit. Brian Leach with your Rangers. And that killer slapper. Wow, this is like a... Let's keep this aside. We got Brian Leach. Legend. Wayne Gretzky. Yeah, he was pretty good at hockey. Bobby Hull. He wasn't bad either. Martin Brodeur. The man himself. And Bobby Orr. It was a great pack. It was like a Legends pack. They should have just said Legends on front of that pack. Unfortunately, I'm just really repulsed by any Sabre with that logo on it. That was just awful. Although I do admit I have a hat because, you know, you support your team. Marc-Andre Fleury. Henrik Lundqvist. Mike Richards. Vesa Toskala. Oh, and a 43 of 50 of Drew Stafford. That's very cool. Check that out. Drew Stafford played through a lot of injuries. He wasn't the most durable player, but when he was healthy, He and Timmy Conley. Very few people could stop them. They just had this odd sense of communication, and they just had a skill set that would just, man, they scored goals and they played defense. It was an amazing thing to watch. But neither one of them were ever very healthy. Timmy Conley in particular, always with the concussions. Yari Curry, we'll put that in the Legends pack. Henrik Sedin. Scott Niedermayer. Josh Harding. Okay, that's a cool card just because the way the uniform and his pads match the whole thing. That's just really cool. And the last card of 2008-2009 Artifacts Hockey is Nick Lidstrom. Not a bad way to end it. Not a bad way at all. Well, if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Pass it on. Tell your friends. Tell your neighbors. You can find me on Twitter at Sabres_fan_1970. I'm brand new on Instagram. In fact, today, and that's at PuckLuck716. Give me a follow on both of those. I'll follow back. Cards from this break will eventually end up on my Replin store, which is www.onreplin.com/SabresFan1970. So, the recap. Drew Stafford with the Buffalo Slug. But that's a 43 of 50. A 16 of 999. Andrew Cagliano. This one is just super cool. Johnny Bauer, Legends. Only thing that would make that even cooler is if there was actually like a piece of stick or a piece of his glove there. There's the prize for me. Gilbert Perreault. I'll take a picture and post it on my my Twitter feed right next to my Sebastien Chiboutet picture or print. Autographed print at that. Treasured Swatches. Justin Williams. That's a nice looking card. It says you have received a trading card with Justin Williams game used hockey memorabilia. So, added value right there. And then our legends. Yuri Curry, Bobby Orr, Martin Brodeur, Bobby Hall, the great one himself, and Brian Leach. So thank you for spending the time with me. It's always a blast. I would definitely do this project again. I hope that Upper Deck decides that, you know, they're going to get away from the Aurum Bounty Redemption, whatever kind of program that is, and focus on a nice mid-level card that looks good, has a lot of style, you know, and has some great inserts as well. So, as always, thank you so much, and here's wishing you all the puck luck. See you next time.